India's current situation is extremely strange, and understandably so. When Pakistan used the PL-15 missile to strike, it destroyed Indian Rafale jets and other aircraft. Naturally, India is furious. Now, India has been approached by the Five Eyes Alliance, the intelligence sharing group consisting of the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. And in this situation, France and Japan have also joined in. These 7 countries have requested access to the missile wreckage, Rafale debris, India recovered from the site. They want to analyze it, conduct reverse engineering, and gather intelligence to understand the technology China used, especially the guidance systems, radar signatures, and electronic components of the PL-15. The PL-15 struck from 190 kilometers away, hitting a Rafale jet. This has not only shocked India, but also raised alarms for future aircraft, including the F-35, F-47, and F-5. The West is now shaken. Global media is reporting that Chinese technology has outclassed Western systems. Five Eyes and its allies are asking for detailed wreckage analysis. They promise to share a full report on India's vulnerabilities, how its radars were jammed, how such record-breaking speed was achieved, and how countermeasures like jammers, deception tools, and interception strategies, such as using the S-400 system, could be employed. This incident has led to offers from these countries to help India upgrade its defense systems, particularly against Chinese missiles like the PL-15. Notably, France and the US are the most interested, wanting to understand how their own fighter jets and radar systems can be improved. Meanwhile, major world powers are already in contact with China. Some are even placing orders for the PL-15. Demand is so high that China might not fulfill them for 2 years. This has intensified interest from the Five Eyes bloc. They've promised India that if it hands over the wreckage, they will provide actionable intelligence on electronic spoofing, jamming, deception, and future countermeasures against Chinese and Pakistani tech. India has now decided to cooperate, agreeing to share the wreckage with these 7 countries and participate in military cooperation and intelligence sharing. The aim is to access cutting-edge technology, analyze the Chinese systems, and develop new strategies in missile defense, radar improvement, and electronic warfare, especially after being blinded during the missile strike. Even Australia, the last remaining Five Eyes member, is eager to join this analysis. Everyone's scrambling for a way to counter China. 2 key facts. 1. The PL-15 used by Pakistan is 10x less advanced than what China itself uses. 2. China is already 100 times ahead, and while the West is still analyzing this wreckage, China will be miles ahead. This is being considered a record in air combat history. 190 kilometers away, J-10C launched a missile and took down a Rafale. Previous records, like Israel's 150 kilometers or Ukraine's 200 to 250 kilometers kills using defense systems, pale in comparison. This was a dogfight, and it took just 7 seconds to hit the target. Some Rafale pilots were killed, others injured, and are now being treated in Srinagar and other military hospitals. Shockingly, China's electronic warfare systems intercepted live communication between Indian pilots, raising major concerns. China might even possess the technology to capture entire aircraft mid-air, with pilots alive, a tech once associated with Iran's downing of an American drone. But unlike Iran, other countries are bound by international agreements, like the Vienna Convention, and would need to report such captures. The real issue, the export versions of military hardware are always inferior to the ones used domestically. For example, India never received the full capacity Rafale or S-400 systems. Similarly, China's exported PL-15 is a toned-down version of what they actually use. Now imagine what China is truly capable of. A simple example is the iPhone. While it's an American product, it's produced in China. No country, not even India, can match China's skills or production cost. Despite all efforts, India only produces 15% of iPhones domestically. So even if the wreckage is analyzed, it may take years to replicate or counter it. And by then, China will already be further ahead. That's the global reality. China dominates in skills and cost. In the coming days, it's clear that the situation is turning against India, and it will face more challenges ahead.